When rookies Alfred Morris, Doug Martin, and Russell Wilson are barely even in the Rookie of the Year conversation, you know you have a pretty darn good rookie class. We're going to talk about some of those rookies and how they performed in Week 14 in Shorts and Shells with Eric Edholm. And Eric, all the talks about Luck, RG3, for understandably so. They put up great seasons.
You can have those guys, yeah.
But in Week 14, a couple backups from the start of the season, rookies stepped up at the quarterback position, starting with Kirk Cousins. Enters for Robert Griffin III at the end of a very crucial game for the Redskins. He throws the game-tying touchdown pass, runs it in for 2 points. Redskins win on a big field goal in overtime. And everyone questioned this draft pick when the Redskins drafted Kirk Cousins after RG3, and he made them look like geniuses for doing it.
No, let's back to April for a second. I never understood the criticism. I mean, I really didn't. Everybody said, oh, you're going to really a fragile ego, and you've got a young kid. What's he going to think with a rookie behind him? What's he going to think with any kind of competition? You've got to be able to challenge these young guys. And obviously they knew Griffin was a rare, mature kid. He wouldn't have gotten to the Redskins to this point if he wasn't. He's been phenomenal this season. But took a big hit on his knee there. Obviously, Cousins had to come in. The last time he faced this situation, quick strike against the Falcons, got him a touchdown, and then a couple steps back with 2 interceptions. This time, finished it off, though. First, the game tying drive in regulation, 2-point conversion. You mentioned that the little draw there. Looked like a Griffin play, but an outstanding call there by the Shanahans. And then in overtime, long punt return gets his team in a position to win. Just a terrific performance off the bench. That's what you want from your backup, and Cousins got a lot of those intangibles that the Redskins clearly liked.
And suffice it to say, Eric, that Redskins fans are a lot more comfortable with Kirk Cousins coming in cold than Rex Grossman in previous years. So Cousins gets the job done. Another rookie quarterback, Nick Foles, has really struggled since having to play for Michael Vick, but we know Andy Reid and that Eagles organization likes Foles, and he steps it up in the win on Sunday in Week 14, brings them back, the game-winning touchdown, which at time expires, set up by a big play to get them near the goal line. And the big question is Foles the quarterback of the future for Philly? He sure looked pretty good on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he played really well against the Cowboys. Didn't have a lot of help in a lot of cases. The defense was terrible. The offensive line continued to give up hits. And that was still the story in part on Sunday against the Buccaneers. I mean, the offensive line relinquished a number of sacks, a number of hits against him, and yet his footwork looked really good. He's not a fleet guy, but he moved around the pocket well, and he threw for 381 yards, a career high, his first career win. They said he was in his uniform an hour after the game, still talking to him and reflecting back on what happened on that day. I thought he really showed some guts and went a long way towards proving his spot on the team for next year.
And he had one of the slowest 10-yard scrambles for a touchdown in the history of the NFL, but he scored, and that's what matters. So, yes, all the talk is about Luck and RG3 and Russell Wilson, but there's some other rookies doing big things late in the season, including Kirk Cousins and Nick Foles. To see the rest of Eric's observations from Week 14, check out his Shorts and Shells column at our website, ProFootballWeekly.com.